Hey everyone, it is October 25th, and this is the Package Weekly Team Sync. Michelle had the first point, and she's not here, so I'll read. For visibility, I'm working on a plan to make Package a high-performing team. Please feel free to jump into the epic or issues to add your own thoughts. I'm expecting to pull Nikos to support me on this, as this is an action item from the manager challenge that we were both attending. Also for Michelle, next week, the majority of devs will be out. Is there anything we should plan in advance to avoid blockers or slowness in the review process? Anyone have anything they want to comment or add with regards to those two?
I wrote a comment. For me, being the only front ender, the team won't change much. There won't be a review to be covered, and the maintainer work. I will just put myself from and then not pick up by roulette. But I don't know about the other stuff.
Yeah, I can't think of anything from my end. Cool. And Nico, you have the next item.
Yeah, so this milestone we are building, we are expanding the dependency proxy UI to add the manifest list. And while the API returns all the data that we need to build the UI, the MVC design has also the standard search and sorting bar. And we do not have search and sorting in the API. I initially thought it will be matters of adding a resolver like the rest of the code, so I will do that myself, but we do not have nor a service nor a finder for manifests. And I did not dare to bend in that in that part myself, especially in the light of all the performance issue that we are trying to address. I don't want to create more while we are trying to address. I think the safest thing is to remove search and sorting from the UI. It makes the UI look a little bit funky, but it is in line with the iteration. But before making a proposal official, I wanted to see what if somebody has any other idea about this, if we can deal with this in an easy way, or if there is bandwidth for it. I don't know, asking for questions for inputs.
I agree. Shrinking the MVC makes the most sense, and we can create an issue to add the services and finders to provide those sorting features. So that way, just in the next iteration or two, we can add those into the UI. It doesn't seem like it's worth waiting for, at least to me.
It's mandatory to have a finder, right? If we want to add this kind of things, it can be solved at the model level, like just to use the utility from the models, correct? Directly in the GraphQL implementation. There's all.
Can you say that again?
So to add this to the GraphQL API, we need to add a resolver, and this is something that I did in the past, and I would have the bandwidth to do so. But I will need to, before I would attach a finder to it that will have search and sorting baked in. Now I will need to call the models methods directly in the resolver, and it's not something that we should do, right? In case we wanted to add search and sorting.
That's right. Yeah, I think it would end up being a finder would be required. Once you get into review, it would get called out at least. Well, now I'm kind of rethinking, actually. I think it might depend on what methods are used. So I might look at that a little more closely, because I think if we're using, I mean, the thing is, like, if you're using active record methods, then yes, we need to move them somewhere or create something. But if we're just using scopes and it's a very simple matter, we might be able to get away with not having a finder if it's not complex enough to deem it necessary. So I'll take a closer look in a little while and see.
I'll ping you on the issue, maybe, Steve. Is that okay for you?
Yep. All right, does anyone have anything else they want to talk about? All right, well, that wraps it up. So hope everybody has a good week.